welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is called Tabitha Giselle. If you are joining me for the first time, then thank you so much for joining. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I truly appreciate your support. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking all about the Beauty Blender, why I love it, how I use it, and why I basically use it. I've used beauty blenders in my previous videos, but I don't think I've actually done a video on what a beauty blender is and how you use it. So I hope this video will be useful to people that are starting out with the whole makeup thing and just trying to figure out what tools are, better to use and what tools are worth it and why a beauty blender is worth it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get straight into the video. So guys, this is what a beauty blender is. It is basically a makeup sponge that you just use to blend out your makeup with. And when I mean makeup, I mean more so of your foundation. I like to use it for foundation and also for concealer underneath my eyes, and it just helps to basically blend out your makeup and make it look very seamless. For me, I've tried to use makeup brushes, foundation brushes, and I always find that they leave a lot of streaks on my face. So I just like to use this beauty blender because it just blends everything so seamless. Like, you're not left with any lines, your makeup lasts long, it just looks like your makeup is airbrushed, and in my opinion, it's just the best thing that, for me, it's just the best thing to blend out your foundation and concealers with. So I like to use it. They do obviously have the actual company called Beauty Blender that does beauty blenders, but I like to use my beauty blender. I buy it from Real Techniques because I think that it is the second best thing to use on the market if you can't get a hold of the beauty blenders basically. So I like to use this one. It's from Real Techniques. I find that it's just perfect. I've tried to use like cheaper versions of the beauty blender, but I find that they're not as effective as this is and the actual beauty blender from Beauty Blender basically. So what you want to do when you're using this is just straight and simple, guys. What you want to do is you start off obviously with a very dry beauty blender. You want to run it under a warm tap, and then you just obviously put it under the warm tap. What you want to do is to just sort of let the water absorb into the sponge, and then it basically expands when you apply warm water or hot water. It just expands into this really nice bouncy beauty blender, and it's just easier to use when you soak it under warm or hot water. And then what you want to do, once obviously it's soaked for a bit, I would probably soak it for a minute. I don't think you need to do overly I don't think you need to overly soak it for a longer time is what I'm trying to say. So a minute is just fine. And then what you want to do is you just want to wring all of the water out so that it is not like wet, and it's not like, running water on your face. You just want it to be nice and dry, but obviously to be still bouncy like what it looks like right now. And it just helps it to just basically work better on your skin. It helps with blending it out. It's much more effective. Whereas when you do use a dry beauty blender, you can kind of tell the difference in terms of how your makeup looks like. So what I like to always do is, if I'm so uncertain to like how I'm going to get a lot of the water out, I like to have a paper towel at hand, and then what I just do is I just take the paper towel and just squeeze off any excess of the water basically into a paper towel. I hope that kind of makes sense. But it's just super easy to do. And then once it's ready and you've wringed out all the water and squeezed out all the water, you then want to start applying your foundations and sort of liquid products that you're going to be applying, like foundation and concealer. So I'm actually going to show you guys obviously how I do that. Obviously you'd have probably seen me doing that step so many times on my makeup videos, but it just might be helpful for people that might be new to the channel. So guys, you'll notice that on the Beauty Blender there's sort of two sides to the Beauty Blender. So you've got the pointed side here, which I specifically like to use when blending in the concealer, like in the inner part of my eyes. It just helps it to really just blend it up nicely and precisely. And then what I like to do with the sort of the butt of the sponge, or the Beauty Blender sponge, is I like to blend it out on bigger areas on the face, so more like, you know, the rest of my face, that type of a thing. And then now guys, I'm just going to show you how I blend out my concealer. So I'm just taking that pointed part of the Beauty Blender and I'm just blending that out. But you see what I mean by it's so hard to reach certain places in your face because you've got all like the tiny folds by your nose. So the Beauty Blender really helps to just blend that all nicely. I just absolutely love the Beauty Blender. It's just amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Guys, I also love to use my Beauty Blender for my loose powder. I just honestly think that the Beauty Blender is an amazing multifunctional tool, because you can use it for blending out your foundation, your concealer, for applying your powder. So what I tend to do is just apply the powder, just dip the powder onto that little tip of the Beauty Blender, and then I just place it underneath my eyes, and it makes it so easy and so precise, because everything, you know, that normally creases just gets set right in its place. And honestly, I don't know what we were doing before we had Beauty Blenders, but it is just an amazing makeup tool. And I would say for someone that is starting out with makeup, this is something that I would definitely suggest having, because it's going to help you blend out your foundation, and it's going to help you to blend out your concealers, which in my opinion are quite important in making sure those are blended out, because you do not want your makeup to be creased up. And I just think that the Beauty Blender helps the product to just blend into the skin. It's just amazing. Like, I keep ranting and raving about it. I just absolutely love it. So I just use that to apply my powder, and it's just like one step done. Because when I used to use certain brushes before, they would just leave so much marks on my face, whereas with this, it just absolutely just sucks in all those creases, and it's just precise. So guys, that is the finished look and finished video on how to use a Beauty Blender. If you guys want to see more of these sort of videos where I share with you some techniques for makeup tools, definitely do let me know in the comment section below. I will link the Beauty Blender that I've used from Real Techniques. It's actually not called Beauty Blender from Real Techniques, it's called the Miracle Complexion Sponge, in case anyone can't find it, but that's what it's under. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave everything that I've used in the description box below if you are interested, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Please don't forget to comment, like the video, share the video, and also please don't forget to subscribe, because it helps me tons. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye dolls. Mwah. Bye.